Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to the session of coordinate geometry. Let me explain today the continuation of the introduction of the straight lines. Already in the previous session, I explained something about introduction of the straight line. In that one, that part of first I am explaining that the inclination of the straight line, and also I explained that slope of the straight line, Okay, what is the inclination of the straight line? If a line makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction, then that one is called inclination of the line. Suppose theta is an inclination of the line, then tan theta is the slope of the same line. Okay, that tan theta is denoted by m. So, if theta is the inclination of the line, then the slope of the line is m is equals to, you have to calculate it, that m value with tan theta, m is equal to tan theta. Okay, just you have to remember those. In the same way, if theta is equals to 0, then the slope of the line is 0. That means the slope of the x-axis is 0. If a line parallel to x-axis, then also the slope of the line which is parallel to x-axis is also 0. That means the slope of every horizontal line is 0. Okay, I have understood. In the same way, the inclination of y-axis is 90, theta is 90. So, the slope of y-axis is tan theta, tan 90. That one is undefined. So, the slope of the y-axis is undefined. You have to take any parallel line which is parallel to y-axis, that is also undefined slope that I have. Okay, so every vertical line slope is undefined, every horizontal line slope is 0. The slope of the line x-axis is 0, the slope of the line y-axis is undefined. Okay, one more thing, if theta is acute, then the slope of the line m is positive. If theta is obtuse, that means the inclination of the line is obtuse, then the slope of the line is negative. Theta is acute, slope is positive. Theta is obtuse, slope is negative. Theta 0, slope is 0. Theta 90, slope is undefined. So, you have to remember all these things. What is the range of theta? What is the range of inclination? 0 to 180. Closed interval 0, open interval 180. Okay, to get the explanation, suppose you have to once again you want the application of, you want the theory of the introduction of the straight line, just you have to see the previous sessions. Okay, good. Now, already I explained one more thing there. What it is? The line is in the coordinate system, that one is passing through x1, y1 and x2, y2. Then what is the slope of that line? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, So, this is the line passing through x1, y1. This is the line passing through x1, y1 and the same line passing through x2, y2. Then the slope of the line AB is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Already I explained about that one also. Just you have to remember that one. Next, I will go to explain some more concepts about the straight lines. In that one, the first one is parallelism of the straight lines. Parallelism of the straight lines in the terms of the slopes. Okay, see here. That is the first concept today. Parallelism of straight lines. Parallelism of straight lines in the terms of slopes. In the terms of slopes. Just you have to okay, just you have to listen carefully now. See here, parallelism of the straight lines. So, that means in the coordinate system, if the two lines are parallel, okay, in the coordinate system, if the two lines are parallel, then what it is? What about the slope of those two lines? That is the question there. See here. I am taking right like this. See here. the first point. If two lines having slopes, if two lines having slopes m1 and m2, if two lines having slopes m1 and m2 are parallel, then m1 is equals to m2. That means the slopes of the parallel lines are equal. That is the meaning. Slopes of parallel lines, slopes of parallel lines is equal. Okay, you have to remember this one, please. Slopes of parallel lines is equal. If two lines having slopes m1 and m2 are parallel, two lines having slopes, one line is having slope m1, other line is having slope m2. If those two lines are parallel, then you have to say m1 is equal to m2. That means the slopes of the parallel lines is always equal. Suppose in this coordinate system, it is y-axis, it is x-axis, you know. Okay, I am taking two parallel lines here. Suppose this is one line, this is another line. I am taking these two lines. These two are parallel. I am taking the slope of this first line is m1, the slope of this line is m1, the slope of this line is m2 in the data, from the data. The two lines having slopes m1 and m2 are parallel. Then what you say? m1 is equal to m2. How? Since these two lines are parallel, that means these two makes same angle with positive x-axis in measured in the anti-clockwise direction. These two lines subtends a same angle. The two lines subtends the same angle measured in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose let alpha is the inclination of this line. That is called inclination, you know. Let alpha is the inclination of this line, beta is the inclination of this line. Then clearly, if those two lines are parallel, then alpha is equal to beta, you know. Okay, so it is a line having inclination alpha. So the slope of this line m1 is equals to tan alpha, you know. So m1 what it is? Tan alpha. The line, the slope of this line is m2. So what is m2? Tan beta. m1 is equals to tan alpha, m2 is equals to tan beta. So here the lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. Lines are parallel means inclinations are same. This implies alpha is equals to beta. Lines are parallel. The inclinations are same. Lines are parallel. First I am writing. Then inclinations are same. Inclinations are same. Just first you have to remember this one. Lines are parallel, then inclinations are same. So this implies lines are parallel, those two lines are parallel, inclinations are same. This implies what you say? Alpha equals to beta. Okay, by applying a tan on both sides, what you say? This implies alpha equals to beta. This implies tan alpha equals to tan beta. Tan alpha is equals to tan beta. Okay, what is tan alpha? The slope of first line, that is m1. That is m1. What is tan beta? The slope of second line. So m1 equals to m2. Therefore, if the lines are parallel, then the slopes of those two lines are equal. If the lines are parallel, then having slopes m1 and m2, then m1 is equals to m2, because the lines are parallel, the two lines having same inclinations. So if these two lines are having same inclination, then automatically the slopes of the two lines should be equal. That is the concept here. So two lines are parallel having slopes m1 and m2, then clearly m1 is equal to m2. Okay, just you have to remember that one. Next, so I already explained that parallelism of lines in the terms of slopes. Now let me explain perpendicularism. Okay, perpendicularity of two lines in the terms of slopes. Okay, see here. Next, perpendicularity of two lines. Perpendicularity of two lines in terms of slopes. Okay, listen carefully. Perpendicularity of two lines in terms of slopes. That is one more concept about the introduction of the straight line. So here I am taking two lines which are perpendicular. Let m1 be the slope of one line and m2 be the slope of second line. Those two are perpendicular. Then we have to prove one condition here, that is the point like this. Okay, see, let m1 comma m2 are slopes of two perpendicular lines, m1 comma m2 are slopes of two perpendicular lines, then m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. m1, m2 are slopes of two perpendicular line, then the product of the slopes m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. Okay, see. So I am taking two perpendicular lines here. First, I will take the coordinate system. So it's our coordinate system, x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis, you know. This is y-axis, you know, origin. Listen to me. This is one line. Suppose let the inclination of this line is alpha. And one more line I am drawing here which is perpendicular to this line. These two should be perpendicular like this. Okay, it's a rough diagram. Let me take the slope of this line. The inclination of this line is beta. Listen carefully. So this is the line, first line. What is the inclination of this line? Alpha. This is the second line which is perpendicular to first line. Let me take the inclination of this line is beta. Automatically what you say? What is the inclination of the inclination of this line is alpha, then what is the slope of this line? I am taking the slope of that line is m1. Then what is m1 here? The slope of this line m1 is equals to tan alpha. So this is a perpendicular for this line. Let me take, already I took the inclination of that line is beta. Then what is the slope of this one? It is m2. Suppose the slope is m2 here. Okay. What is m2? Since the inclination of the line is beta, the slope of the line is tan beta, you know. Okay. So see. So inclination of this line is alpha, automatically the slope of this line is tan alpha. Inclination of this line is beta, automatically the slope of that line is tan beta. From the data, the slope of the first line is m1, so m1 is equal to tan alpha. From the data, the slope of the second line is m2, so automatically m2 is equals to tan beta. Okay. Now the question is, what is the product of m1 into m2? That is the question here. So just you have to look carefully here. Suppose it is A, it is P, it is B. Okay. In the triangle, what about angle B inside of the triangle? So it is beta. This one subtends an angle beta with x-axis. So this is the line x-axis it is. It is beta. It is a transverse. Automatically the angle is, this half angle is 180, you know. So it is beta. So it is 180 minus beta. you know, it is 90. Already I am taking these two lines with the perpendicularity. So from the triangle PAB, from the figure, okay, from the figure, triangle PAB you have to consider triangle APB. Okay, from the figure consider the triangle APB. What is the sum of the three angles, inside angles? Sum of the three inside angles in the triangle? 180. So what you say? That is alpha plus 90, alpha plus 90 plus 180 minus beta is equals to sum of the these three angles is equals to 180, you know. So getting 180 should be cancelled. Okay, sum of the these three angles should be 180. So 180. Then what you say? Minus b take to right side. Then beta is equals to, we have to write like this, alpha plus 90. Beta is equals to alpha plus 90. So I am writing the angle beta in the terms of alpha there. So we have to getting that beta is equals to alpha plus 90. So the inclination of this line is alpha. The inclination of this line, the line is perpendicular to this one, then the inclination of this line in the terms of alpha is 90 plus alpha. So it is the line having inclination alpha, then the slope of this line is m1 is equals to tan alpha. This is the line having inclination 90 plus alpha, beta is equal to 90 plus alpha, then the slope of this one m2 is equals to tan of 90 plus alpha. Okay, the slope of the first line, okay, slope of first line is, the slope of first line is m1 is equals to, the slope of the first line is m1 is equals to tan alpha. Okay, in the same way, the slope of second line is m2 is equals to tan beta. Actually, I have to write tan beta. But what is beta? Tan of alpha plus 90. That is tan 90 plus alpha. Tan alpha plus 90 is nothing but tan 90 plus alpha. In the trigonometry, what is tan 90 plus alpha? It is minus cot alpha. Tan 90 plus 90 is there. Tan becomes cot. 90 plus, it is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. So minus cot. 90 plus is there. That becomes cot. 90 plus is the second quadrant, become cot with the negative sign. So minus cot alpha. Okay, so the slope of the first line is tan alpha. The slope of the second line is minus cot alpha. Then what is m1 into m2 here? Then it is clear. Therefore, m1 into m2 is equals to, m1 into m2 is equals to tan alpha into minus cot alpha. Tan alpha into minus cot alpha. So tan theta into cot theta 1, you know. So what is this one? Minus 1. So m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. You have to remember that one. So m1, m2 are the slopes of two perpendicular lines. Then m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. m1, m2 are the slopes of two parallel lines. Then m1 is equal to m2. m1, m2 are the slopes of two parallel lines. That then m1 is equal to m2. Already I explained that one. Yeah. Next, m1, m2 are the slopes of two perpendicular lines. Then the relation between m1 and m2 is m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So slopes of the parallel lines should be equal. Next, suppose m1 m2 are the slopes of the perpendicular line, then m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So that is something about parallelism of the straight line and perpendicularity of the two straight line. You have to remember that one. Now let me go to solve some riders upon this concept. Okay, let me go to solve some riders on the concept. See here please, all of you. The first one is the line passing through the points, line passing through the line passing through the points minus 2 comma 6, passing through the points minus 2 comma 6 and 4 comma 8 and 4 comma 8 is perpendicular is perpendicular to line through points, line through the points, through the points 8, 12 and x 24, 8 comma 12 and x comma 24. Okay, then find x, then find unknown, then find x. It is a question there. The line passing through the points minus 2 comma 6 and 4 comma 8 is perpendicular to the line through the point those two, then find the value of x there. So just to have to imagine the coordinate system, what is going on, then you will get some idea there. I am taking the first point as a, let a minus 2 comma 6 and b 4 comma 8. Okay, so this is the line passing through a comma b, a, this is b. The line passing to the points a comma b is perpendicular to the line passing to the point these two. So I am taking this one as c, this one as d. That means this one is perpendicular to the line joining c and d. Suppose like this. Okay, so the line joining a and b is perpendicular to the line joining c and d. Then what is unknown of x there? That is the question there. So you know about this one. These two are the perpendicular line. Suppose the slope of AB bar is m1, the slope of CD bar is m2. Because those two are perpendicular, then m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. You know about that one. So first I am finding the slope of this line, which is m1. Slope of AB bar. Slope of AB bar, that is m1. m1 is equals to 8 minus 6 by y2 minus y1 by, you know the formula, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. I already explained in the last session. 8 minus 6 by 4 minus or minus 2, 4 plus 2, 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3. Slope of AB bar, that one is m1. So this is slope of AB bar, let that one as m1. This is slope of CD bar, that is I am taking m2. Slope of CD bar, this is m2. What is m2? What is c? The point c, 8 comma 12. The point c is 8 comma 12. I am writing here. C is the point 8 comma 12. D is the point, let we have to take x comma 24, you know. The slope of CD bar is equals to 24 minus 12, y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus 8. 24 minus 12 is 12 by x minus 8. So this is slope of AB bar m1, this is slope of CD bar m2. Given that those two lines are perpendicular to each other, automatically m1 is slope of AB bar, m2 is slope of CD bar. Those two are perpendicular, then m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1, you know. So therefore m1 m2 is equals to minus 1 here. So by applying this condition on these two, then what you say, what is m1? 1 by 3. What is m2? 12 by x minus 8 is equals to minus 1. Okay, so getting cancelled with 4 times, 3 4s are 12 there. Then what you say, this implies 4 is equals to minus 1 into x, it is minus x plus 8. Minus x plus 8, you know. So what is x value? Minus x take to left side, that becomes plus 8 minus 4 it is. So the value of x is 4. Okay, write the notes, that one. Let me go to solve one more problem. Okay, see here. That is, find the value of y. Find the value of y. Value of y coordinate. If the line joining the points, if the line joining the points 3 comma y and 2 comma 7, 3 comma y and 2 comma 7 is parallel to the line joining parallel to the line joining the points minus 1, 4 and 0, 6. Minus 1 comma 4 and 0 comma 6. Okay, find the value of y if the line joining the points 3y and 2, 7 is parallel to the line joining the points minus 1, 4 and 0 comma 6. So let me take the first point as A, the second point as B, and this one as C and this one as D. First we have to take. So see, let A the point 3y and the point B is 2, 7. Okay, C as minus 1 comma 4 and D as 0 comma 6. So here this A contains one unknown there, y there. Okay. Next, find the value of y if the line joining the point these two is parallel to these two, is parallel to line joining these two. This is A, this is B. Already I took. This is C, this is D. That means what is given? The line joining A and B is parallel to the line joining C and D. So the line AB bar is parallel to CD bar. Then what is the y? What is the y coordinate of this one? Is the question there, Already if these two lines are parallel, the slope of the first line is m1 and the slope of the second line is m2. If these two are parallel, then what is the condition? m1 is equal to m2, So first we have to find the slope of the first line m1 there. So slope of AB bar is m1 I am taking. So AB bar is A is this one, B is this one. y2 minus y1 by 7 minus y by x2 minus x1, 2 minus 3. So 7 minus y by minus 1. That is slope of AB bar. What is slope of CD bar? Slope of CD bar is m2. Slope of CD bar is m2. What is slope of CD bar? 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 by 0 minus 1 minus 1. 0 plus 1. 2 by 1. That is 2. Given that AB bar is parallel to CD bar, given that AB bar is parallel to CD bar, this implies M1 is equal to M2. M1 is equals to M2. Then what you say? We have to make these two are equal here. That is 7 minus y by minus 1. 7 minus y by minus 1 is equals to 2. I hope understood. So 7 minus y is equals to minus 2. This implies 7 minus y is equals to minus 2. Then what is the value of y? Then y is equals to 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay. Problem please. Before going to that problem, just you have to notice one point here. Suppose this is the line having slope m. This is the line having slope m. This is the line perpendicular to this one. Okay, what is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line? Suppose the slope of this line should be x, I am taking. Let it be x. Let the slope of the perpendicular line should be x there. So you know about one concept here. this is the line and this is the line, both are perpendicular to each other. This one has slope m1, this one has slope m2. Then what is the relation between m1 and m2? m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So from that one, m into x equals to minus 1 here. Then x is equals to minus 1 by m. This is x. That means what is we learned from this one? If the slope of the line is m, then the slope of the perpendicular line to that line is minus 1 by m. Slope of this line m, slope of this line is m. The slope of the perpendicular to this line is minus 1 by m. That means you have to write the reciprocal of m and put opposite sign. Okay, slope of this line is m, then the perpendicular line slope, the slope of the perpendicular line to this one is minus 1 by m. You have to remember that one. So according to that one, I am doing one more here. Listen to me carefully, please. That is that is a question like this. Find okay, the slope of the line. Find the slope of line. Slope of line. One is parallel and second one is perpendicular to line passing through 6 comma 3 and passing through 6 comma 3 and minus 4 comma 5. That is the question there. Minus 4 comma 5. So you have to find the slope of the line. You have to find the slope of the line which is parallel to and perpendicular to line passing through these 2 points. So he will get 2 slopes here. You need 2 slopes, 2 straight line slopes here. So suppose I am taking this is A and this is B, then you need a slope of a line which is parallel to AB bar, and also you need the slope of the line which is perpendicular to AB bar there. Okay, listen to me. So let A and B I am taking here. So see. Okay, let A is the point 6 comma 3 and B is the point minus 4 comma 5, you know. Okay, what is the slope of AB bar here? Slope of AB bar, I am taking that one is m. So m is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, 5 minus 3 by minus 4 minus 6, you know, minus 4 minus 6. That means 2 by minus 10. What is 2 by minus 10? Minus 1 by 5. So the slope of AB bar, the line AB bar is m is equals to minus 1 by 5. This is the line AB bar slope. Okay, this is the slope of AB bar. Just you have to remember that one. Now what is the question here? The slope of the line you have to say that one is parallel to the line joining these two. That one is parallel to AB bar. The line joining these two means the line joining A and B. That means in the coordinate system, first question is parallel, according to parallel. First I am doing according to parallel. So what is the question there? So the line passing through A comma B is like this one. This is A, this is B. So this is parallel line to AB bar. This is parallel line to AB bar. What is the slope of AB bar? Minus 1 by 5. The slope of this line is minus 1 by 5. Now you tell the slope of this line which is parallel to AB bar. So it is clear, required the line, required slope, required line. That means slope of required line is nothing but slope of AB bar, because AB bar is parallel to this line. You need the slope of this line. That means you need the slope of this line which is parallel to AB bar. So required line slope is equals to slope of AB bar, because those two lines are parallel. Parallel lines having the same slopes, you know. Okay, so parallel lines parallel lines having same slopes, you know. Okay, that is there. So in this way, what is the slope of the required line? Slope of AB bar. Okay, slope of the required line which is parallel to AB bar. Slope of the required line which is parallel to AB bar. I am writing that one. Slope of the AB bar. 1 minute, please. Slope of the required line which is parallel to slope of required line which is parallel to AB bar is m is equals to slope of AB bar. Okay, E is equals to slope of AB bar. That's enough. Slope of required line which is parallel to AB bar is equal to slope of AB bar. That is, slope of AB bar is minus 1 by 5. So slope of the required line which is parallel to AB bar is minus 1 by 5. This is the answer. Next, what is the second question here? Slope of the line perpendicular to the line passing through these two. That means slope of the required line which is perpendicular to AB bar. Now you have to find. Okay, this is the first one. Perpendicular. So according to perpendicular slope, to find the perpendicular slope, this is the line AB in the coordinate system, you know. This is the line AB bar in the coordinate system. So this is the perpendicular line. This is the perpendicular line. So suppose the slope of this line is m, then what is the slope of this line? You know, minus 1 by m. So by using that concept, I have to finish this sum. Okay, see here. So next, slope of required line which is perpendicular to AB bar. Is equals to minus 1 by m. That is minus 1 by, what is m there? Minus 1 by 5. So minus 1 by minus 1 by 5. So what is the answer? 5. So the slope of the line parallel to AB bar, is minus 1 by 5. The slope of the line perpendicular to AB bar is 5. Okay, you have to remember these are all the things.